All right, my beautiful friends, here we are together again at last. And I do mean beautiful. You are all beautiful. I want to talk more about that because I'm being serious. You know, a lot of you take me as a kind of a jokester, and I do like to joke around. But when I say things like my beautiful friends, it's because you are all beautiful and we are all important to each other. We all need each other. And this is an opportunity like you cannot believe that we have been given here. And I'm not talking about because we have a new president. Look, every day is a new opportunity for us to turn this all around. Whatever strife you may have in your life, I didn't mean that to rhyme. Whatever's going on with you, as an opportunity. You got to look at the world around you as opportunity, period, the end. And I'm not just talking about from a financial standpoint. Look, this blog, this market report, I mean, it's in the title. This is about, capitalizing on the market. But yeah, that does not mean it's our only opportunity. You and me are our ultimate resource. We need each other. More than ever right now, we need each other. There are a lot of people out here that are unhappy about the outcome of this election, and there are a lot of people that are very happy about the outcome of this election. But again, look, what I want us to unite. We got to come together. I want us to be a mutually supportive institution. No matter where you may stand here, we got to come together. We got to heal. We got to unite. We've had enough of the division, enough of the divide and conquer mechanism. If we just understand what they tried to do to us, well, that means that we can win. And that's what this is all about, winning now. With regard to opportunity, okay, the election is over. I know a lot of you think it's not over. Okay, the election is over. We need to come together. We really, really do. It's an amazing opportunity for us to now, again, realize the one great truth that I've been explaining to you since forever, that we are our best resource. And we need to embrace what I leave you off with every Friday: to love each other, to care about each other, and to be charitable. If we do this as a people, not only will we come together, we'll realize, like I just said, we are our greatest resource. We need to support each other through everything. This is how we get strong. Otherwise, we remain weak. And a house divided cannot stand. And I mean, look, we've watched our nation deteriorate from multiple angles over the last several years. And I would like to believe that we are now on the cusp of a major turnaround where we can all come together. I don't know how to say this another way. So again, I think you get the picture. Let's go back to these markets again, because that's what this is about here. How is this market going to respond to the outcome of the election? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Let me explain why. I have come out on this video blog for many, many months explaining to you that the market was pricing in a Biden win. Generally, when a market prices something in, especially for many, many months, and then you get a moment where you find out what actually happened. In other words, you can get a sell the news moment. Okay, market's been pricing this in for a long time. Will we get a sell the news moment, or will this market initially get a boost? I don't know. But how are we going to play it out here for you lions out here? It's pretty simple. If this market decides to pull back, I guess we'll get a hint later when the stock futures open up. It's only 7:10 in the morning here on the west coast of the United States. If this market sells off, sell the news moment, again, going back to opportunity, it's an amazing opportunity in my view to buy that dip, because people, look, I'm not always right with regard to these markets, but anyone who has followed my work for a length of time has got to admit that Greg gets it right the vast majority of the time. I believe we are going to see this stock market hit new record highs in an extremely short period of time. So, if this market falls, sell the news. We are going to buy that dip. If this market knee-jerks higher tomorrow, I would be buying into that tomorrow as well. And of course, I will keep you all updated. If you are a subscriber to my newsletter, there is a link in the description of this video. I will tell you exactly what I am doing, what I am buying, expiration date, month, strike price. It's all there for you. I want us to win. Regardless of anything else that's going on here, I want us to win. And all I ask is that if you profit financially from what I am saying, I want you to donate a small fraction of what you have earned to a charity that you believe in. We pay it forward. We pay it forward all the time. This is how we create a better world. Now, let's talk about a few other things. We can expect, I don't even know how to put this mildly, massive, epic debt expansion. The Federal Reserve is not going to stop what they started. The Federal Reserve is determined to finish it. Their end game is to do what? You know, to be the lender and buyer of last resort. The Federal Reserve has pretty much achieved that goal, along with other central banks around the world. They want to be the lender and buyer of last resort, to own it all. So, in my view, and I would believe in yours if you have an idea of what's going on, you can expect, I'm going to say it this way, beyond parabolic debt. Beyond parabolic debt. Now that we have a new president here, and I know there's a lot of talk about, well, the stimulus package isn't going to be as big. Mitch McConnell said, because of the good employment data, it was abysmal. The worst number that we've gotten in the last 5 months, okay? It's amazing how they play this thing. We found out just last week that another 751,000 people applied for unemployment benefits. Then they tell us we added 620,000 jobs. That's a net loss, okay? But they want to make you believe that we're adding jobs. We're not adding anything, okay? The bottom line is it was an abysmal number, and you're being played, okay? A massive stimulus package is coming. Trillions in more debt. And it's just one installment. That's how this is going to play out. Soon, I would believe, a stimulus package is going to be released. Trillions of dollars in more debt. I don't know how big of a check they're going to issue to those that are eligible. But that'll be just one, and there's going to be another one after that, and probably another one after that. So trillions of more dollars in debt. This is massively stock market positive. It is massively dollar negative. You understand? We've been hearing for a long time how, we need the dollar weaker. No, a weaker dollar does not help the American people. Suppressed rates have robbed the American people of trillions of dollars in realized wealth that they would have had in their pockets. But this trend will continue. The Fed is going to kill the dollar. The Fed is going to kill the dollar in its current form. Now, watch for this. You're going to start seeing a push for a digital dollar. They're going to spin it. They're going to play this up as a good thing. I believe over the next several months, because the Fed is getting very close. You have to understand this. Very close to releasing their new digital dollar. And other central banks are going to follow suit. 100% digital, okay? The paper money is going the way of the dodo bird. So you're going to start to see this. You're going to start to see them trying to sell you on the digital dollar. It's a good thing. It's great for trade. I don't know how they're going to word it, but that's what they're going to tell you. But they're not going to explain to you that it's a method of control. And the new dollar, in my view, and I could be wrong on this, is going to be massively devalued in relation to the dollar in its current form. You understand? So be ready for this. Be ready for it. Now, what does this mean for other assets? Being that we understand that we're going to have epic debt expansion, being that we understand that a digital dollar is coming in, it's going to be devalued. How do you beat it? What do? You stick to the plan that I've outlined for you. For over an entire decade, you bet against this debt. You become your own central bank. You hold a hard asset. You hold gold. You hold silver. You hold cryptocurrencies. This is how you become your own central bank. Let them play their games as they have done. We will play ours, and we can play it better because we are steps ahead, light years ahead, because we know what they're going to do. This is how I've destroyed this market, me and my lions, honestly. Ask any one of the nearly 40,000 people that follow my newsletter. Subscribe to my free newsletter and start posting. Is Greg telling the truth? How have Greg's trades been doing? You will hear that we've done phenomenal. That's what we have done. And I'm no smarter than anybody else. I just understand the game. I realize where this is going. And it should be clear to you. Okay, it should be clear to you. But again, we have an opportunity here to stop the divide and conquer mechanism dead in its tracks. And I hope that's what we do here. We need to unite. We need to come together. There is strength, people. We need to support each other. We need to back each other up. I don't care what side of the aisle you are on. If you're one of those people out here right now who are very disappointed about the outcome of the election, I embrace you. I embrace you. I understand you. I wish I could hug you. I really do. We need to come together. I don't know another way to say that. I wish we could all just love each other and get along. I really do. But the poisoning that has happened here in our country under the last two presidents has been pretty epic. Division, and that's how we lose. We're not going to allow that to happen. Now let's talk about a few other things here. We understand we're going to get parabolic debt on an epic scale. We understand that the Federal Reserve is going to, they're going to finish their final solution. At least they're going to try to finish their final solution. And that means we need to bet against the debt, become our own central bank. Should be very clear to you. With regard to this market, it's going much higher. It's going to skyrocket here for several reasons. Let's talk about the United States on the world stage. It should be no surprise to you that the United States has definitely fallen with regard to its standing on the world stage here. Now, I think we have an opportunity here to rise up yet again like a phoenix, and I think we can do that. If we come together, if we unite here, we can certainly, at least hopefully, pull America out of with this thing that it is in right now. And it's just a disaster. And I'm not just talking about the economy in free fall. We have not had a recovery. We've never had a recovery. We never had a booming economy. All you need to look at is the money velocity, the rate at which cash is moving through our economy. We are at historic lows. Prior to the scamdemic, we were very close to historic lows. You cannot have a booming economy or an economic recovery without money velocity moving up. We need to keep our eye on the money velocity. Now, other than a complete meltdown in the debt market, what would cause the money velocity to increase? Well, if, for example, we started new partnerships with our global trading partners, this would be massively positive for not just the United States economy, but for the global economy. The United States is not an island among itself. Okay, President Trump tried to convince a lot of people that the United States was an island among itself and it can sustain itself without our global partners. This is a complete falsehood. Anyone who understands economics, even economics 101, realizes that we need our global partners. We need to work together here. Obviously, China had no interest whatsoever in working with President Trump. And it's not just China. Other nations around the world refused to work with President Trump with his threats, tariffs, which didn't work. Tariffs have blown up in our face. Blown up in our face. Our trade deficit is at nightmare proportions. Nightmare proportions. And again, like I've explained to you, these nations with tariffs against them, we have tariffs against us as well. China has tariffs on us. They're not paid by the countries. They're paid by the people, okay? They're paid by the importers and exporters, and then those costs are passed on to you. Don't work. Tariffs have never worked. So what I believe will happen here is we will begin to see real trade deals be created. And we're going to see a lot of these tariffs get dropped. Massively positive for the economy. Our industry here in the United States is a sleeping giant. From the words of Yamamoto. I don't know how many of you know who that guy is. Well, anyway, prior to the attack on World War II, the attack on Pearl Harbor, Admiral Yamamoto said we will awaken a sleeping giant, and that's exactly what happened. Right here in the United States, our industrial capacity is sleeping. Our manufacturing has been falling off of a cliff for a very long time. We can change this now. We can change this now by, again, realizing that the United States is not an island among itself. We start getting real trade deals, ones that will benefit the United States. Again, yeah, President Trump had it right. China has been taking advantage of the United States, but we got nothing but a Cold War out of it. I want you to understand that. Yes, he had a noble purpose. It didn't work. It didn't work. Hopefully we can fix that. But again, if we get these deals, real trade deals around the world, what will that mean for our economy, our industry? It will take off. We will add millions of jobs. That's the truth here. Again, this is predicated on the fact that we need to come together. We need to band together. We need to support each other. I told you, if President Trump would have won this election, I would have supported him. Although I have been a major critic of President Trump, I was a major critic of President Obama. And if I feel that Joe Biden gets it wrong, I'm going to let him have it hardcore too. You can count on that. But again, I'm not looking to divide people. I want to shed light on things. When a president or, what they say matters. What they say matters. And, again, this is an opportunity for us people to come together, and I hope we do. An opportunity to have America rise like a phoenix. Not because we have a great president, but because we have a great people. A great people who will come together. That's all I have to say. Anyway, I hope I put a light on what's happening here with the markets, how they more than likely will play out. With regard to tomorrow, I have no idea, and I'm being honest with you. I don't know if this is going to be a sell the news moment, or this is going to be the market's going to just jump higher on this. I don't know. I guess we'll get a hint with the stock futures, but don't bet on stock futures. Stock futures can reverse in the blink of an eye. So look, being that we understand that we're going to see parabolic debt, we're going to see a Federal Reserve with a digital dollar relatively soon. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. We need to hoard hard assets. We need to hold cryptocurrencies. You own them. You understand? A cryptocurrency is not owned by a central bank. It's owned by the holder. Okay? They're not issued by a central bank. It's an incredible thing. So again, you need to be betting against the dollar. Okay, I know Deutsche Bank just said that they're not betting against the dollar anymore. To me, that says bet against the dollar. You understand? It should be very simple for you. Look, this is a long video. I apologize for it being long, but there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I promise, as always, from my heart, that I will keep you on top of this market to the best of my ability. I study these markets literally around the clock. I don't know how I keep the pace up that I do, but again, it's important for me, not just for myself. Of course, I want to prosper in this market, but I want you to prosper in this market. I want you to see through the fakery, the charade, the divide and conquer mechanism, the hate that we've seen. It's over with. If we can see through all that, that is our strength, and we will come together. We need to support each other. Anyway, all right, with that said, I'm going to let you all go. This guy here loves you a lot, and I mean that from the heart. And for those of you out here that are unhappy about the outcome of this election, and I know there's a lot of angry people, let's still try to get along. And I really wish I could embrace all of you and give you a little bit of love too. And I'm trying to with this video. All right, look, I'm out of here. I will see you in the morning. I mean this, people. I love all of you. We need to love each other. We really do. We are our greatest resource, bar none. See you in the morning.